Okay, so let's continue doing the trigonometric ratios, and yes, we had done something about the trigonometric ratios and some identities also that we have done, okay? And also the graphical representations that increasing, decreasing, and whatever. So if I can write sine x, number one, sine x is always between -1 and 1. You know that this is a range of the sin x, because sin x ने कल हमने आपको जो ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन शो करी तो उसके हिसाब से आपको पता चल गया होगा कि sin x का वैल्यू है बिटवीन -1 to 1. इसी तरह से cos x का वैल्यू है again between -1 to 1. Then third will be tan x, you know, is between -infinity, infinity, and all that. अच्छा, उसके बाद sec x is greater than or equal to 1 and sec x is also less than or equal to -1, correct? And number 4, cosec x is greater than 1 and cosec x is also less than or equal to -1, okay? And number 5, we have tan x and cot x, and they belong to the set of reals. Taking the unka range jo hai, that is a set of reals. Acha, okay, number 1. And the other identity that we have also done. ठीक है, ये समझ आ गया आपको? तो चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. एंड ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रैशियोज में हमने आपको कल ये देखिए, अब जैसे डिफरेंट एंगल्स आपको मालूम है, यू नो, मैंने आपको एक टेबल भी लिखवा के दिया है. सो डू यू रिमेंबर दैट वी हैव आल्सो already done the trigonometric table from 0 to 360 degrees, ठीक है, or 0 to 2 pi for all the known angles, right? We have already done this, okay? So we don't need to do it again over here. Now, I think some other angle, for some other angles like 15 degrees, 75 degrees, and other angles, so we need to know how to find the, for example, if somebody will ask you like sine of, before that, we have to do some trigonometric identities. ठीक है ना? चलिए trigonometric identities की बात करते हैं. Trigonometric ratios of compound angles. Trigonometric ratios. ठीक है, this is sine cos tan of compound angles of compound angles. ठीक है, ये देखिए, आज हम ये वाला चीज पढ़ेंगे, that trigonometric ratio of compound angles. Look at this. For example, if we have a, just draw the figure like this. मान लीजिए we have, this is angle A, and if we can further move and we move to, this is angle B, okay? This is angle B. So this is my origin O, and this is a rotating arm, and पहले ये rotating arm in the anti-clockwise direction कितना move किया, that's A angle, and उसके बाद further it moved, it rotated further in the anti-clockwise direction through an angle B, and the total angle, you know, that it's equal to A plus B. ठीक है बेटा? Now what you will do is, now you do one thing, you draw the, you drop the perpendicular from here onto this. So you draw the perpendicular. This is OP, this is OP, this is Q, okay? And you draw the perpendicular from this also onto the vector this here. ठीक है, ये भी परपेंडिकुलर आ गया और यहाँ से इधर परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप करेंगे आप, ठीक है बेटा। तो देखिए, एंड एट द सेम टाइम यू विल ड्रॉ द परपेंडिकुलर फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस, राइट। अब देखिए, दिस इज O, दिस इज P, दिस इज Q, दिस इज OQ, L, दिस इज ये मान लो P, this is PM, and this is N, this is also 90 degree, this is 90, this is 90. This is A, obviously this will be A also, okay, agar ye A hai, this is your 90 degree here, so this is 90 minus A, 90, and this is A again, so this is my angle A. Okay, so ab mujhe bataiye, what is sine of, what is sine of A plus B? देखो, साइन ऑफ A प्लस बी तो हमें इस ट्राइंगल में मिलेगा, कौन सा? इन ट्राइंगल OQL, ओके, इन ट्राइंगल OQL. So sine of A plus B is, what is that equal to? That is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is QL upon hypotenuse, that is OQ, okay. And QL can be further subdivided as, it can be written as QN plus NL upon OQ, okay, that can be written as QN upon OQ plus NL is equal to PM. Can you see that? NL is equal to PM, and PM upon OQ, okay. Now QN, you see that मैं यहाँ पर लिखूंगा QN upon, you see ये QN upon PQ into PQ upon OQ. Similarly, PM upon OP, multiply and dividing कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर, OP upon OQ. So therefore, our left hand side is sine of A plus B. Okay, sine of A plus B. What is that equal to? अच्छा, QN upon PQ किसके बराबर होगा? QN upon, in triangle, कौन सा triangle है? ये वाला triangle, यहाँ पर मैं dot डाल रहा हूँ. QN, in triangle QNP, QN upon QP किसके बराबर? Base upon hypotenuse, what is that? Cos A. And PQ upon OQ, PQ in triangle कौन सा? OPQ, PQ upon OQ, that is sin B, plus PM upon OP, ये कौन सा triangle है? OPM, and that is PM upon OP, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that's equal to sin A, into OP upon OQ, base upon hypotenuse, OP upon OQ, that's equal to cos B. So therefore, the first identity, the first trigonometric ratio of the compound angle, that is sine of A plus B, what is that equal to? That is sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. ये बात समझ आ गई आपको कि नहीं? देखो, पिक्चर बिल्कुल क्लियर है, आपको समझ आ गया कि नहीं? Yes, tell me. Can you see this picture clearly? Yes. Smith, Soda, did you understand this thing? Shishir, Dhruv, Soda, Yug. Smith is also not there today also. Smith. Okay, ये समझ आ गया आपको? Smith, Yug, is this clear? So this is the first identity, ठीक है. इसी तरह से अब मुझे बताइए, can you find out the second one? This is the first, this is second, is cos of A plus B. What is that cos of A plus B? Yes, tell me, cos of A plus B is?
Manzoor sir called me.
Similarly, cos of A plus B, यहाँ पर देखिए, हम इसी ट्राइंगल में, कौन से ट्राइंगल में? इन ट्राइंगल OQL, मुझे बताइए, इन ट्राइंगल AQL, cos of A plus B किसके बराबर हुआ? That is based upon hypotenuse, that is OL upon OQ. अच्छा, what is OL equal to? That's OM minus LM. Can you see it from the figure? Picture is quite clear over here. OM minus LM, that's equal to OL divided by OQ. So that will be equal to OM upon OQ minus LM. You see that LM is equal to PN. Okay, this is N here, mind it. So LM is equal to PN. So it is Pn upon OQ. Again, you will have to do one thing. OM is a side of a triangle OPQ and hypotenuse OP. So you will multiply and divide by OP. So M upon OP into OP upon OQ minus Pn. Pn is the side of the triangle PNQ and the hypotenuse of PQ. So you will do what Pn upon PQ into PQ upon OQ. Fine. So therefore, you will have cos A plus B. You tell me what is OM upon OP. OM upon OP is based upon OM in this triangle OMP based upon hypotenuse, that is cos A. Then OP upon OQ in this triangle OPQ. OP upon OQ, that is equal to cos B. Then minus Pn upon PQ. Pn upon PQ, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is sine A. And PQ upon OQ, that is sine B. So therefore, we have this identity also. Cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. I hope it's clear to you guys. So this is sine of A plus B, cos of A plus B. And then we can also find out tan of A plus B, because as we know that tan is a ratio of sine and cos. Okay. So is this clear to you? Yes, Yug, Shishir, Dhruv. ये समझ आ रहा है आपको? Very good. So shall I move to the next slide? Next slide पे move करें. So it is cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, right? चलिए. अब let's now from here also हम दो और identities यहाँ पर ही कर सकते हैं. मैं आपको बता दूं कैसे. Because yesterday we have done something which definitely will help us over here. Now, so therefore we have the two identities. Number one, that sine of, these are the trigonometric ratios of the compound angle, that is sine of A plus B is equal to what? You have to remember this. You sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, number one. Then second, cos A plus B will be equal to cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Then definitely the third one will be, tan of A plus B. The same angle, compound angle of course, but the same angle A plus B, and we can use the ratio tan of A plus B is equal to what? किसके बराबर होगा? That is sine of A plus B upon cos of A plus B. तो आपको ये सारी चीजें मालूम है, because this is a ratio and angle definitely same होना चाहिए. Now you can write down the expression for sine of A plus B. What is that? That is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B divided by cos A plus B. What is that? Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Now what I will do is I will divide this expression, dividing numerator and denominator by what? Cos A cos B, that is by cos A and cos B. So therefore you will see that tan of A plus B, that means you will divide the numerator, all the terms in the numerator and all the terms in the denominator by cos A cos B. So it will become sine A cos B upon cos A cos B, cos A cos B plus cos A sine B upon cos A cos B, okay, divided by, that is one, है ना, cos A cos B divided by cos A cos B, and sine A sine B upon cos A cos B. देखिए, we will get now what? This and this will cancel, this and this will, sine A upon cos A is tan A, sine B upon cos B is tan B, upon 1 minus sine A upon cos A is tan A, and into tan B. So therefore, we have this trigonometric ratio. So tan of A plus B is equal to, mind it, याद रखिएगा, tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. ठीक है? So this is the third one in the group. So this is the first one. You can, इनको ये ऐसे रखिए. So sin A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. Now देखिए अब यहाँ पर the identities got unleashed. Now अब देखिए बहुत सारी identities आपको मिल जाएंगी. You will have plenty of identities. ये समझ आ गया आप लोगों को. ये तीन identities फिलहाल है किसकी? The compound angle A plus B. Now we can have another one that is A minus B. उसमें भी हम फिगर वगैरह इतना ज्यादा तामझाम नहीं करेंगे. Now मैं आपको बता दूं उसको कैसे हम करेंगे. We will make use of these three identities and we'll get the other three identities. What are those? Let me write it down. Now the angle will be, the compound angle is going to be A minus B. So now first is sine of, yaad rakhiye, it is A minus B. So how can we do it? Look, we can write it as sine A plus minus B. Correct na beta? We can write it like this, okay? Now we can make use of sine of A plus B. What is that? That is sine A cos, jo bhi angle hai usko likhe, plus cos A sine of minus B. And you know, this is sine A cos of minus B. What is that? It is cos B because it's in the fourth quadrant and cos is positive in the fourth quadrant. And it is cos A and sine of minus B is minus sine B. So therefore we got the identity. We got the trigonometric ratio for the compound angle A minus B. What is that? That is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Is that okay? This is the first one. Similarly, we can have the second one. What is that? Cos A minus B. Cos A minus B can be slightly written down like this. It is the way we have done it for sine, and use the formula that cos A plus B. What is that? Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Yog aapko samajh aa raha hai? Everybody? You know, it's cos A, cos of minus B is cos B. And sine of minus B is minus sine B, or minus and minus will get. So therefore cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. So this is the second in the group. That means when the compound angle is A minus B, and third one will be tan of A minus B, and tan A minus B is equal to what? That will be tan, we can write it as A plus minus B, okay? And you know what is that? You make use of the first set of identities for which we had done in the previous slide for the compound angle A plus B. So it will be tan A plus tan minus B upon 1 minus tan A tan minus B. And yesterday we had already, said about this, like cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. And therefore, if you can do it, you can also do it for tan of minus theta. That is sine of minus theta upon minus cos theta, it's equal to minus tan theta. You can see that it's minus sine theta upon cos theta, that's minus tan theta. And so therefore, this can be written as tan A, and it is tan of minus B is minus tan B, so it is minus tan B upon 1. Definitely tan of minus B will minus, and minus will become plus, which is 1 plus tan A tan B. So this is so therefore the third one we had for the compound angle minus A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. So these are the three more trigonometric ratios for the compound angle, and these are identities. In fact, these are the identities. Is that okay? Is it clear to all of you? Yes, tell me. Is this clear? So the Smith, Vivek, Dhruv, Shishir, Smith, समझ आ गया सभी को कि नहीं? Is this clear to all of you? Smith, very good. Correct, very good. चलिए, ये तो आ गया आपका compound angle was the A minus B. In the previous slide we had for A plus B. Now we can have many more. Now, see, look at this. Now, second of it, that is, can we just take the product of sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b? From here, you can have two more identities. You know what is that? सबसे पहले आप लिख लीजिए इसको, क्या लिखेंगे? ये होगा आपको sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b क्या होता है? देखो sin of a plus b होगा sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, okay, into sin a minus b क्या हुआ? Sin a cos b, बस minus और plus का अंतर है. Sin a plus b का मतलब बीच में plus, the two terms will be separated by the plus sign and the two terms here will be separated by the minus sign, that is cos a sin b. अच्छा, अब आप देख लीजिए, this term is same as this and this is same as this and there's a plus and minus sign here, so it is a plus b into a minus b. What is that? That is sin square a cos square b minus cos square a sin square b. अब देखिए यहाँ पर it's a mix of sine and cosine, but here we can use here what? Sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. इसको हम use कर सकते हैं. So let me first have sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b purely in terms of sine. So जो cos है उसको interchange कर वो change कर लीजिए in terms of sine. So cos square b is equal to what? 1 minus sin square b. ये बात समझ आ रही है आपको? Minus cos square a, that is 1 minus sin square a into sin square b. You take the product, it will become sin square a minus sin square a cos square sin square b minus sin square b minus minus plus sin square a sin square b. आपको मेरी बात समझ आ रही है? This and this will cancel. So therefore, sine of sum into sine of difference, that is sin a plus b into sine of a minus b is equal to what? Sin square a minus sin square b. ये तो आ गया purely in terms of sine, but we can also have it in terms of cos. Now here only you can convert sin square a in terms of cos. That is 1 minus cos square a minus 1 minus cos square b. So what will happen? This is 1 minus cos square a minus 1 plus cos square b, and 1 and minus 1 will go. This will become cos square b minus cos square a. So now I'm writing here, that is, so sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. You know what is that equal to? ये आ गई इसके दो forms. One is sin square a minus sin square b, or you can have the another form cos square b minus cos square a. Is that okay? So this is the another identity. Smith, is this clear to everyone? Yug, Dhruv, everybody, tell me, Shishir, आपको समझ आ रहा है बच्चे? Okay, Shishir, हो गया बेटा लिखवा. So shall I move to the next slide? Can we move to this? Or in case you have not understood it, let me tell you again then. Shall I, or shall we move further? Soda, समझ आ गया आपको कि नहीं? Smith? चलिए. Next slide पे move करते हैं, and then we have the third one. That will be simply, as you can expect, that if it was earlier, the second one was cos of a plus b into cos a minus b, then the third one is going to be cos a plus b into cos a minus b. The second one was sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. Now, can you just tell me, recall the formula that we have just a little while earlier we have spoken about, we have read about it, cos of a plus b, that's equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, isn't it? And you will take the product of this with cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, okay? And in a similar way, we got it as a plus b into a minus b, that will become cos square a cos square b minus sin square a sin square b. Now see, this term is purely cos, this term is purely sin. I don't think there is, what we can do is here we will convert cos square b in terms of sine, and here we will convert sin square a in terms of this. So we will write it as cos square a into cos square b is 1 minus sin square b, isn't it? minus sin square b किसके बराबर हो 1 minus cos square a into sin square b. Okay, now you take the product here. It is cos square a. Simplify this further. Minus cos square a sin square b. Then minus sin square b and plus cos square a sin square b. Okay, so this and this will go. And this is cos square a minus sin square b. Correct? Okay, with this clear? And so that was, and this can also be changed into, we can have the another formula for this. Cos square you can now change here, this and this also. This will become 1 minus sin square a and minus 1 minus cos square b. Okay, so this is 1 minus sin square a minus 1 plus cos square b. 1 and 1 will, minus and plus will go. It is cos square b minus sin square a. And therefore, in a similar way, so therefore, we have two more ways to represent cos a plus b into cos a minus b. And what is that? That is equal to, first one is cos square a minus sin square b. And second one is cos square b minus sin square a. Okay, these are now quite simple, because if you have understood sine of a plus b, sine of a minus b, tan of a plus b, tan of a minus b, and like that, so then the other things can proceed, the other things will fall alike, because these are the first 6 identities for the compound angle a plus b and a minus b. And based on that, we will have further identities like this. Okay. Now, we would like to have the value of certain angles for different trigo ratios, like so that you understand. सभी को समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं? Yug, Shishir, Smith, everyone. You should be quite equivocal if you have understood. Yes, very good. Chali, now my question to you is number 1. Can we find the value of sine of 15 degrees? Just find sine 15 first. Now, making use of this compound angle in whatever way you can do, because 15 can be, we can split 15 into 45, 30. And we know that it is sine of a minus b. So sine of a minus b is sine 45. The basic, the angles in which we have split this 15 are known to us: sine 45, cos 30, and cos 30, and whatever. So sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Okay. So tell me, what is sine 15? Sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. Minus cos 45 is 1 upon root 2. And sine 30 is 1 upon 2. You can take the LCM. It becomes root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Yes, is this clear now? So sine of 15 degrees is equal to root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Now similarly, number 2, cos 15 किसके बराबर होगा बताइए? That will be cos of 45 minus 30. And you know that cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So that is cos 45 cos 30 plus sin 45 sin 45 sin 30. And can you see this is equal to cos 45 is what? 1 by root 2, 1 by square root of 2, cos 30 is root 3 upon 2, plus this is 1 upon square root of 2, and this is 1 upon 2. And finally, you will have root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. And mind it, you know that complementary pairs are 15 and 75 because they make 90. If we add the 2, they will make 90. Similarly, so therefore, we have sine 15 can also be written as cos 75 because we have already spoken about in the last lecture. And similarly, cos 15 degrees will be equal to sine 75. So you don't need to find it 75. Again, if you have already found cos 15, you can see that cos 15 is equal to sine 75 and sine 15 because आपको कल हमने बताया था कि sin of 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta, and for that matter cos of 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. And this is true. This is equally true for other trigo ratios like tan, cot, sec, cosec, and cos. ये बात समझ आ रही है सभी को कि नहीं? Tell me quickly. So this is sin 15 is equal to sin 70 cos 75, and cos 15 is equal to sin 75. You can just put them in the block so that you can easily identify it. So this is number third. Number 3, you can do yourself. Very good, Vivek. Yes, you should be always responsive. अच्छा, अब मुझे बताइए tan of 15 degree, what is that equal to? Can you find it out quickly? Yes, tan of 15 degrees. That you can see from the above two, because tan 15, that can be written as sin 15 upon cos 15. Because see, you don't need to apply the formula again for tan of a plus b or a minus b, whatever. But if you already know sin 15 and cos 15, then I don't think that you have to waste that much of time writing the formula for sine and cosine separately. So it is root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 whole divided by root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2, and therefore 2 root 2 and 2 root 2 will cancel out. So it is root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. What is that? That is tan 15, and that will be also equal to cot 75. And finally, you can have cot 15 किसके बराबर होगा? This is third, this is fourth one. Cot 15 will be equal to what? इसका reciprocal, because cot 15 is equal to 1 upon tan 15. ठीक है ना? Again, you don't need to waste a lot of time. You can take the reciprocal. So it is root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. So you need to remember this formula. If you don't remember it, but you can always do it, because the thing is that you have to remember. You have to cram the identities, the basic identities that you all need to understand and remember at the same time. And at the same time, you also need to understand that how we put them into application. Jahan par hame inki zarurat hai, to we can always find them out, right? So these are some of the angles, sin 15, cos 75. And I have a question for you. Can you find the value of tan of 105? What is the value of tan 105 degrees? Wait a second, यहाँ पर थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया. यहाँ पर just find it out. Tan of 105 degrees. Just do it quickly. I need the answer for this. Yes, come on, do it fast. Everyone, Swada, Drew, Shishir, Smith, Vivek. And who's the last one? Yug, yes. Yug, tell me the answer for this. We can write this as tan of 90 plus 15. 90 degree plus 15. And you know what is that? That is cot 15. What is cot 15 equal to? Can you find it out? Cot 15 किसके बराबर हो? That is root 3 plus 1 upon. Just somebody is there with the answer. Root 3 plus 1 1 minus root 3. ये कैसे आ गया? 1 minus root 3 कहाँ से आ गया? 1 second. Tan 15 किसके बराबर? Sin 15 upon cos 15, that root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. And cot 15 is equal to 1 upon tan 15, that is root 3 plus 1 upon. 1 second. हमने गड़बड़ की क्या? Have we written it wrong? शिशिर root 3 plus 1 upon 1 minus root 3. एक second. Sin 15 is what? Root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. And cos 15 is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Okay. So tan 15 is equal to root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. Okay. And cot 15 is equal to root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. Oh, I'm sorry. यहाँ पर ये cot और tan of अबे ये तो second quadrant में है ना तो minus आएगा. It will be minus times this. So it will be here or it will be minus times इसको आप क्या करेंगे? Rationalize कर सकते हैं हम क्या कर सकते हैं ना? देखिए we can do the rationalization. ये minus बाहर है यहाँ पर. Root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. So it will become minus root 3 plus 1 ka whole square upon 3 minus 1 kitna hua 2. So that is equal to minus root 3 plus 1 whole square means that is 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 2. You can divide it by this. So it is root 3 plus 2. So minus root 3 plus 2. Obviously it should be negative because it's in second quadrant. Is this clear? Is this clear to you? Yes, everybody has done it right. So let's move to the next slide and let's try to solve the another one. Question is, if A plus B is equal to 45 degrees, if A plus B is equal to 45 degrees, then what is the value of 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B? इसका value कितना होगा? Can you tell me out? Can you find it out? Like 1 plus tan A. अच्छा, before that, we have two more identities. Number 4. देखिए, identities क्या है? मैं आपको बता दूं. Tan of pi by 4. Pi by 4 and 45, there is no difference. This is in radian, this is in degrees. Pi by 4 plus A. You know what is that equal to? Now you know the formula, tan of A plus B. What is that? Tan pi by tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. Okay. So what is tan pi by 4? It is 1 plus tan A upon 1 minus tan A. This is another identity that you need to remember. Okay, this is tan of pi by 4 plus A. And that is equal to 1 plus tan A upon tan B. And in the same context, we can also have for pi by 4 minus A. You know what is that? It will be simply 1 minus tan A upon 1 plus tan A. हो गया ना? ये तो बात समझ आ रही है आपको? ठीक है? So this is your another one. योग समझ आ रहा है बेटा? Is this clear? तो ठीक. तो अब यहाँ पर देखिए tan of pi by 4 plus A is 1 plus tan A upon 1 minus tan A. Tan of pi by 4 minus A is 1 minus tan A and upon this. Yes. Okay, युग अब देखो हमारा क्वेश्चन वहां पर है that is A plus B किसके बराबर है? Pi by 4 और 45. So therefore B किसके बराबर होगा? Pi by 4 minus A. अब हम इस एक्सप्रेशन में यूज करेंगे. So therefore 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan of, what is B? Pi by 4 minus A. So therefore this will be equal to 1 plus tan A. You know what is tan of pi by 4 minus A? There is a formula that you can refer. It is 1 minus tan A upon 1 plus tan A. So that आपको समझ आ रहा है? So this will further become equal to 1 plus tan A into, now you take the LCM here, it is 1 plus tan A. And here 1 plus tan A plus 1 minus tan A. This and this will cancel, this whole and this whole will cancel, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So the answer for this is equal to 2. Is this clear? Yes, Smith, tell me. Is this okay with you? Okay. So आपको समझ आ गया? Smith has understood. Yug, Shishir. Perfectly all right. Now you can write down the another question now. So you can just write it down. Question is very good, Shishir. Okay. So we have if beta is less than alpha is less than pi by 4, but they are both positive greater. I mean beta and alpha, they lie between this. Cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 3 upon 5. It's given. And cos of alpha minus beta is equal to 4 upon 5. That's also given. Then what we have to find out is we have to evaluate sine of 2 alpha. Okay, sine of 2 alpha. So can you find it out? Just come on, tell me. Look, 2 alpha can be written as it can be written as alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. Is that okay? Because beta and beta will cancel on this. Therefore, sine 2 alpha can be written as sine of alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. Now, this is A, this is B. Sine of A plus B किसके बराबर होता है बेटा बताइए? That is sine alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha plus beta into sine of alpha minus beta. But as you can see, what is given to us cos alpha beta and cos alpha minus beta? This and this is given, but not this and this. Obviously, we can now what we can do is we can always draw a triangle. We can draw the triangle and
भेजा है यार आपको क्या मैंने तो उसमें मेहनत की ना ज्यादा मेहनत की उसमें
you can see that अगर ये alpha plus beta है ये alpha minus beta. अब देखिए alpha and beta both are between 0 to pi by 4 and less than pi by 4. Alpha plus beta can never be 90. It will be less than 90 and therefore first quadrant. So ये किसके बराबर है? This is 3 upon base. Cos alpha plus beta is 3 upon 5 and you know that this is going to be 4. And cos of alpha minus beta is 4 upon 5 and you know what is this? It is 3 because this is the triad and you know this is the Pythagorean triad 3, 4, 5. Now you can use the formula. Sine of alpha plus beta is 4 upon 5 into cos alpha minus beta is 4 upon 5. Cos alpha plus beta is 3 upon 5. Sine alpha minus beta is 3 upon 5. You know what is that equal to? 4 4 is 16, 3 3 is 9 upon 5 5 is 25. And you know what is that equal? It's equal to 1. Is this clear? Therefore, sine of 2 alpha is equal to 1. So have you understood this or not? Swada, Yug, Smith, Shishir, Dhruv. Is this okay? बोलिए, समझ आ गया सभी को? स्वदा, आपको समझ आ गया बेटा? Is this clear to all of you? Okay, so you can write down another question now. If cos alpha is equal to 1 upon 2 x plus 1 upon x and cos beta is equal to 1 upon 2 y plus 1 upon y, then can you evaluate 1 plus then can you evaluate cos alpha minus beta? Yes, tell me first. Now, you will have to evaluate cos of alpha minus beta. Now, if we can do one thing, just मान लीजिए ये वाला equation है, so we can do. Now, this can be, LCM can be taken. It becomes x square plus 1 is equal to 2 cos alpha into x, or x square minus 2 cos alpha into x plus 1 is equal to 0. बेटा समझ आ रहा है आपको ये? Is this clear to you? Now, can you do the completion of a square here? It becomes x minus cos alpha whole square, that is equal to x square minus 2 cos alpha. Then it becomes minus cos square alpha plus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus cos. Hello. Yes. जी बोलिए. Need to. Now you can see here, so x minus cos alpha whole square, these two terms can be transposed on the right hand side. It becomes 1 minus cos square alpha, and that you know that it is sin square alpha. So therefore, x minus cos alpha will become equal to plus minus sin alpha. Okay, taking the square root over here, and it becomes plus minus, so x is equal to cos alpha plus minus sin alpha. ये बात समझ आ रही है आपको? And similarly, if we can do the same procedure for the term, for the other equation, we will get y is equal to cos beta plus minus sin beta. ये बात समझ आ रही है आपको? Okay. So now, can you find out the value of cos of alpha minus beta? X square plus 1 minus 2 cos alpha into x, x square minus 2 cos alpha x plus 1, that is x minus cos alpha whole square. That's equal to minus cos square alpha plus 1 equal to 0. It is no, ये गलती है यहाँ पर we had done something wrong over here. Here we have done something wrong. Wait a second. अगर हम आपको मालूम है, if we can do it like this, but आपने अभी complex number तो पढ़ा नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर देखिए ये बन गया आपका x minus cos alpha whole square is equal to minus 1 plus cos square alpha. So it becomes x minus cos alpha whole square is equal to minus you can take out 1 minus cos square alpha, and that's equal to minus sin square alpha. But यहाँ पर ये square है, and square can never be negative, but यहाँ पर negative आ गया, तो इसका मतलब हुआ x minus cos alpha is equal to plus minus iota sin alpha. But iota अभी आपने पढ़ा नहीं है. Do you know anything about something about the complex numbers? Complex numbers के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत पता है आपको? This because square root of -1, you know that it's equal to iota, but we have not done it yet, so I think we cannot do it any further. ठीक है, तो इसको वही रहने दीजिए, because यहाँ पर तो यहाँ पर क्या आ गया हमारा, is this clear? तो क्योंकि यहाँ पर आ गया, so therefore x is equal to cos alpha plus minus iota sin alpha, and therefore y किसके बराबर होगा? Same, cos beta plus minus iota sin beta. So, but I don't think that we can do this as of now, because there's an iota, the complexity.
Hello.
So have you understood? So Svet, Dhruv, Shishir, Vivek, Yug. But यहाँ पर here we these are यहाँ पर ये complex number के form में आ गया, and I don't know whether you have done it or not, whether you have done.
Oh, sorry.
X is equal to cos alpha plus minus iota sin alpha, and y is equal to cos beta plus minus iota sin beta. ठीक है ना? लेकिन आगे इसको process अभी नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है ना? We'll do it in the next class. अभी हमारा दूसरा class है, ठीक है ना बेटा? आज इतना ही. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next class. But in the meantime, you will do the NCERT. I mean, you will do it yourself, because 3.1 chapter आपको करना चाहिए अभी. 3.1 and 3.2. You will be doing all by yourself. Okay.